Okay. What's up, guys? I am sorry for that inconvenience. I'm trying to set up vertical streaming to Instagram as well, and I'm trying to use a plugin, and it's just not really working for me right now. So that's why I was kind of fucking around there a little bit. All right, I'm gonna pull up the chat here. So just give me 1 second. Go to YouTube, your channel. Yeah. Well, we lost people. That's fucking annoying. All right, well, we're going to switch over to the other camera. Hello there. We're going to be continuing. We're going to be continuing on hand sewing. You can see me? Yes, you can. Okay, yeah, we're going to continue on hand sewing. Yeah, not really much else to it, eh? So we've got some I'm going to try and set this up here, so just give me a second. That whole thing kind of threw me off a little. All right, I don't know exactly how we're going to do this, but let's see. I will see. Okay. Yeah, you can kind of see that. Move it over a little bit. Okay, we might not have any scene transition because I still would like to try and do, maybe if I just make this a separate window, right? All right, we're not gonna, I don't think we're gonna fuck around with this today. I think I will attempt okay, recording path, desktop OBS. So what, there's just not an OBS folder, eh? I think that's probably what's going on here. Rename OBS. Okay. All right, we're gonna try here. We're gonna try and do having it as a separate... Okay, is this going to work? Let's see. Let's go. Okay. All right. We figured it out. Instagram. Create. Live video. Making a briefcase live public. Next. Streaming. Okay. Again, I apologize for this long wait. But we are now live on Instagram and YouTube at the same time. Would you look at that? Okay. All right, YouTube and Instagram people. Hello, my name is Nikola Angelovich. This is Aaron Jella. We are working on a leather briefcase. In these lives, I go live every day, Monday through Friday, 10:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. So I'm going to switch the camera over to the workshop camera where we've got our piece up in the stitching pony and we're working on hand sewing some stuff right now. So let me just go ahead and switch over to that. Okay, and occasionally I will go back to that camera to read chat and whatever. So I will get to your chat if you leave anything in there. Alrighty. So this, as you can see, there's blue suede and then there's black leather. So we're obviously making a briefcase. Black on the outside, blue on the inside. And we've got blue suede, or blue stitching thread to match the blue suede. Now, when you measure out your hand stitching thread, you want to go 3 times your length. Now, I could measure this out on a ruler, but I tend to just do it this way. Alrighty, and then we just take our nippers. I may switch this around so it's looking better for you guys. So let me just do that real quick. Okay. Oh yeah, and so it's better on the piece as well. Okay. Now my question is, can you see that? Yes, you can. Anyone watching anywhere else? I want to see what you guys think, so you let me know. Okay. So it's going to take me a little bit to get used to this. So, again, just let me know. I think I'm going to move this camera up a little bit, just so you can get a better view of this whole situation. Okay. And for anyone new here, this is a great place to come and hang out if you want to get away from all the freaking craziness going on in the world and on the internet, and you just want to chill. You want to slow down, because everything in leatherwork is about slowing down. So if you want to slow down, get away from the noise, and see how traditional products are made, then this is the right place for you. Okay, threading the needle. This is easily the longest part, is just getting that thread in the needle hole. There we go, I got it first try on this one, nice. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and choke this thread. So it's a little easier to deal with. If anyone who's watching is experienced with streaming with OBS, DM me on Instagram or send me an email or something, because I definitely could use some help getting everything set up nice. I'm not super ultra tech savvy or anything. We're gonna see here. This might not be a great viewpoint for you, so I might switch you around and have you like right here. You know what? I think I'm gonna go ahead and do that. So you're gonna go for a little bit of a ride here. Okay. Oppa. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and drop you down a little bit. There we go. Okay, you got a little bit of a lens flare going on. So if I turn that off, no, that's from the window. That's really unfortunate. All right, we're doing this kind of on the fly, so I am sorry for the lens flare. There's nothing I can really do about that. Because this window does not have any blinds. But we're going to go ahead and just keep going. Yeah, so leatherwork is all really about patience and slowing down. Just like life is so fast nowadays. You know, everyone wants instant weight loss, instant muscles, instant money, instant gratification. You know, everything's instant, fast, easy. But with leatherwork, there are no shortcuts to making a good product. There's definitely no shortcuts to making an incredible product. So it forces you to slow down. And you feel every moment pass by, which is how time is supposed to be experienced. Which, this is kind of ironic, because if you knew me growing up, I was not a patient person. I want everything now. So, thinking about it, it's kind of ironic that I landed on leatherwork as the thing I do. And yes, I apologize for sniffing all the time. Somehow it seems like every time I make a video or do a stream, I always have a runny nose or a stuffy nose or something. I don't know. 'Tis strange. If you want to catch up, if you're new here, if you want to catch up on what we've been doing on the lives, this is week number 2 of working on this briefcase. And all of the lives, at least on YouTube, so anyone watching on Instagram, this is the first time I've gone live on Instagram, but you can see all of the lives in their full length and horizontal on YouTube. If you go onto YouTube and look up Arangela, ARANDJELA, and then you go to the podcast section, you'll see a podcast called Workshop Live. And that's where all of these lives in their full length will be. So you can catch up on this product, hear me talk about it more, hear me tell stories about my life and leatherwork and all that good stuff. If that's interesting to you. If not, you can keep on doing what you're doing. It's all good with me. There's something very methodical about doing hand sewing, because you feel every stitch versus when you're on a sewing machine. I could sew this in probably under a minute if I really wanted to on a sewing machine, but it might take me 5 or 10 minutes to do it by hand. And it's just almost it's more rewarding doing it by hand. Yeah, always checking, making sure the camera is good, mic is good. Once I'm done with this seam, I'll check on the chat and see if anyone has anything to say. I do love doing the lives because I'm actually able to interact with people and answer questions and do all that good stuff. It's almost like I have people here in the workshop with me, which is pretty cool. Versus the videos are very distilled versions of my day in the shop, right? in 15 minutes I'll make a bag that takes me 20 hours, you know, or like 20 plus hours. And you just see all the juicy bits, but you don't see all the full length of me just standing here and sewing, and laying the glue down and waiting for it to dry and brushing the suede. All that good stuff. And yes, if you haven't gathered by now, I do tend to ramble. But it's just, I'm just a rambling man. Okay. About almost halfway. I may have needed to do more thread, which, I don't know, maybe not. This might be a lesson in the fact that when you're measuring out thread, always measure out more than you think you will need. Because the thread is cheap, right? In terms of like price. So the thread, in the overall material cost of an item, the thread amounts to like pennies. Even with the amount of thread that I'm using on this product. It might accumulate to a couple dollars, maybe. And so it's always worth it to have more thread for each seam than you need, because if you don't have enough, then you have to like end somewhere and figure out a way to seamlessly start again, which means you'll be tying thread together, or you're going to have a burn mark here right in the middle of a seam and one at the end. It's all just, so it's worth it to, might seem like wasting, but in the grand scheme of things, it is going to be worth it to go ahead and take that extra amount. Oh, I think that's the mailman. It's crazy, I can literally hear everything from the basement. I'm getting to the end here. Did I just skip a stitch? No. Yeah, that's another thing I gotta be sure of. I don't accidentally skip a stitch, but I did not. Sometimes that can happen, and man, if that happens, and then you have to like go back, you have to like unsew and then go into the correct hole and then re-sew, and it's just a mess. It's worth just, again, taking extra time, slowing down. Hand sewing takes a while, but that's okay. I'm sure I lost a few people. I had to turn off the live and kind of restart it a couple times to get it to work, so hopefully they come back. I don't know, maybe they are back and they're just like, you didn't lose us? Who knows? Who knows? Okay. trying to find some copyright-free, like, Appalachian music to put on, but I couldn't find any. Maybe I'll try and find something on Spotify to put on so that it ain't just quiet. Come on. All right, we're getting to the end here. And switch this around. Do the other one. Opa. We're in the last hole. Okay. As I did on Saturday, I'm going to do a little bit of trickery here. So that I can be coming through the last hole. So, because then we're going to tie a knot and it'll be hidden. Okay. That's good to go. So I'm going to bend this down so that both parties can see it. Okay, so you see both thread tails are coming out the same hole. So now we're going to go ahead and tie a square knot. So we're going to start right over left. Go ahead and pull taut. Sorry, I'm trying to position it so both of you guys can see. So, and then left over right. And this will get hidden in a seam, in the gusset seam. And then we just take our nippers and we nip it. And there you go. We are going to switch this around. I'm going to switch over to the other camera real quick, see if anyone's on and what y'all are saying. Hello. Hey, people. Joined. I don't know how to see comments on the computer, but we'll see. Great. Still no one watching. Okay, that's fine. That is okay. We are gonna switch it around. I'm just trying to figure out how we are gonna get that. And let me switch it back here. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to switch this up completely. I'm going to sit down in my chair. And we're going to turn this camera around here. Whoop. Okay. Okay, so you can see the trying to there we go. There we go. I also want to make sure here that we are getting audio on both. So I'm going to go ahead and okay, what's up, Wally Ben? We're doing a briefcase live here. So, even if you don't watch, if you want to just leave, oh, okay, you left. Ha! Guess I'll go fuck myself. It's fine. Don't take it personally. Switched around. You know, it's a super engaging content. I'm sure. Maybe Monday isn't a great day for streaming, eh? Oh, we lost a magnet. Okay. This is the dealio we're going to do here, okay? I'm going to take off this apron because I can't sit down in it. And we are going to get switched around here. You know, I was a little more disjointed this time, so I apologize for that. It's fine. Maybe I don't even need to stream the Instagram. Maybe people don't even care. Yeah, I probably should stream the Tickety Talk, but okay. Now, oppa. Whoa, hello. We are going to do it this way because I think this is going to be a lot more comfortable for the big pieces. And if I can remember, later today, I will okay, we're centered. Yeah. I'll get my big stitching pony in here so we don't have to do this like this, because this is probably still not going to work. Okay, we're going to try and get this situated in a way that I can actually sew it. Okay? Or I might just... Yeah, I know this is... I may just sew it like this. I don't know. sew it like... Wow. Wasn't expecting to have this much trouble. Now, if I clamp this here, and it's like a sew, I could maybe sew it like that, but that's probably not a great option. Or I can just... Good God. Alright, you know what? We are just going to... You guys are going to chill here for a moment, and I'm going to bring my properly sized stitching pony inside from the garage so that I can actually sit down on it, because it's made to do this, and I'm just being lazy. So, you know, not that we have any viewers right now, but if we do, if you can just wait for 1 minute, I'll be right back. All right. We are back. Oh. Move this guy. Oh, we're going to set up this guy. And let me monitor here. Hey. Okay. All right. I'm going to switch back over to this. This is the properly sized stitching pony. That's actually called a stitching horse. When it's at this size, I'm going to move the camera around so you guys can see, and we're going to do our best to do this properly, right? So let me move this guy. All right. So anyone on Instagram, if you want a better view, go to YouTube, because it'll be a full horizontal view instead of this very narrow vertical view. So just letting you know that you have that option. I'm doing what I can here to be on as many platforms as possible, so working with what we got for now. Okay. Now I just need to measure out the thread, so I'm going to literally trace just like that. So this is a big sewing portion, so there's going to be okay. Now we're going to go ahead and measure out 3 times the size. I'm going to go ahead and do 4 times the size just because I want to make sure I've got enough, especially on a big piece like this. Okay. Okay, nippers, just like that. Remove this, grab our needles. And we're going to go ahead and thread the needles. And we will get started sewing here. Thank you for your patience. Okay, just choke the thread here, and then we will get started. Okay. Now, this is going to be a little bit more to deal with, only because I've got a lot more thread. It's okay. I'm going to go ahead and pull it taut and measure it out. I'm going to go ahead and choke more, just to make it as easy as I can. On myself. Okay. I'm going to try and go as fast as I can here. Alright, so I choked too much thread. Alright, I'm going to pull it out a little more here. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to try and go as fast as I can here, but there's only so much you can do. So, trying to get people to slow down with me, because you'd be amazed at how great life can be if you actually experience it one moment at a time, instead of only really being aware of every 100 moments or maybe 1,000 moments. And life seems to pass you by at 1,000 times speed. So you really gotta retrain your brain to watch me hand sew. So this is a little challenge to everyone. How long can you stay on this stream and watch without giving into the urge to swipe away or click away if you're on YouTube? make it the longest, eh? Let me know how long you think you can make it. Leave a comment, put it in the chat, whatever, however that whole shebang works. How long can you stay on the stream and watch me slowly but surely sew this bag with 2 needles and some thread without swiping? Swiper, no swiping. Especially there's no music, there's no loud colors or animation or anything. It's just me, you, some leather, and some thread. I'll whistle a little tune to up the engagement. What tune should I whistle? Anyone know what song I was just whistling? Oh yeah, you can kind of see me. Not as much as I would like. This thing got moved somehow. Okay. We probably lost a ton of viewers because I wasn't. Oh, now we're centered again. I don't know how the heck that happened. I apologize. That's great. Can I move? Alright, we're going to try and do, since I'm already here, try and do a little bit of shebang here. Whoa! Oh, 0. Going to switch to YouTube. Oh, BKB. Hey, hey! It is Pirates. Good job. Alright, this is like those apps that are supposed to retrain your brain, right? You see those on Instagram all the time. I get ads for those all the time. Trying to get you to stop swiping and do all that good stuff. I'm just doing it in a better form. Okay. Yeah, I am just rambling, I understand. Okay. I am also Alright, let's do another song. Maybe one you guys won't know right off the bat. Which I don't know what kind of music you guys listen to, so maybe you guys will know this. I'm gonna sing one verse from this song. You guys let me know if you know what it is. Let me find the key. Reverend, okay. Reverend, please come quick. Down, Ba-dow, ba-ba-bum. 'Cause I got something to admit. Din, 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 din. I met a man out in the sticks. Good old miss. He drove a 67 Cadillac and wore a cigar on his lip. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Okay. The next line is literally the title of the song, so I'm not going to sing that line. You tell me if you know what that song is. I'm going to be very impressed if you guys know that. Alright, I'm going to play a little bit of music, I think. I don't know if this is going to get copyrighted. I have no idea if this is copyrighted. Last time we played some music that was copyrighted, and it made me get restricted in some areas. So we're going to try and not make the same mistake here. I don't know if Alien Cake Lo-Fi 90s grunge is going to be is going to be copyrighted, but okay. You guys tell me if you can hear that. Hey, wow, you are on top of things, Abby. Yes, it is. It is colder. So yeah, just tell me if you guys can hear that music or not. I have no idea. Let's see. I don't think you can. Oh, now I can see you can. Alright, we're going to try that. Tell me if you don't like the music. I can very easily turn it off. One of my leatherworking buddies showed this playlist to me. It's pretty awesome working music, I gotta say. That was a great song. Now you can't hear it. Really? Alright, I'll have it up to there. Maybe my chat's being slow. Maybe you've already told me, like, no, that's too loud now, or something like that. Who knows? Maybe this isn't really the thing to go on in a vertical format. I don't know. I'm trying to make it as easily accessible for people. Hey, folks are joining. Oh, cool. You guys can hear it now. That's dope. Okay, I'm gonna try and get this, get both chats up at the same time. Okay, I can see both at the same time. Cool. Oh, almost skipped a stitch. All right, so next time we are going to go ahead and I think what we're going to do depends on how far we get today. So once I'm done sewing this, we're going to go ahead and put in chisel holes, which are for more hand sewing, on like the sides of the bags. And we're going to get it ready so that maybe tomorrow I can go ahead and glue the sides on and we can sew that. I still have to do the trunk handle and the shoulder pad, and those are both going to be lined. So I think I need to work out a pattern for the trunk handle. So you guys let me know if you want to see that on camera. I was going to do that off camera and just have it like ready to go to either hand sew or just have it sewed and everything, and then have it ready to go for the bag when it's ready to attach that. But if you want to see all that, we can definitely do all of that together. Okay, yeah, you can see that more now. Abby, Wally, how are you guys? I think literally the last time we saw each other was when we went to Disney. Years and years ago. I think that's the last time I saw you guys. So, how's everything going with you? I understand, Abby, you're in New York, right? Or am I mistaken? Wally, I don't know where you are. I did see that you went on a cool road trip, but that was like, I think a few years ago. So, how are you guys doing? How's the family? How's everything? Actually, I want to see now. Watching this while at work, so my responses may be delayed. We're doing all really well. Wow! Been in New York for 2 years. How's that treating you? Are you doing theater? Or I might be wrong about that. But whenever you get back on, I can see when you got off, but whenever you get back on, although Marcy is in Hawaii right now helping out. Oh, wow. Alright, you guys are doing shit. Cool. understand. It's probably not a great form of content for Instagram. We're going to try and get onto TikTok maybe, and I know TikTok's really pushing their live stuff, so maybe we'll get viewers from TikTok. As soon as I figure out how the hell TikTok works. This is really not my forte. Okay. Do a little switcheroo here. So that I can sew the rest of this, and we are going to see if this registers. Oh. Okay. You guys can kind of see. Just loosen that. I can move the camera a little bit so that the vertical people can see. Not that there are any vertical people. Wah. Okay. Well, that's trippy. You're going to see infinite Okay, now we're going to lighten the yoke of the thread here. I hope this music isn't gonna get me into a copyright strike. It's actually pretty sick music. Whew. Almost noon. How long have we been going here, eh? We have been going for 1 hour and 11 minutes. Okay, we're probably going to be... I think we're going to go ahead and stop for today once I'm done sewing this. And I'm going to go ahead and set the stitches. And then we're going to stop. And we'll go ahead and put chisel holes in the gussets and going all the way down the length of the bag tomorrow. Same time. Actually, if you're on YouTube, if you go to the channel, you'll see like scheduled lives, and you can hit notify me, and it'll let you know when it goes live. You should get a notification to your phone. I don't know if you can do something like that on Instagram or not. Probably not. But I'll be live there too. The same time. So yeah, so tomorrow we'll put in more chisel holes. And we may, on Wednesday, go ahead and do the trunk handle. And we're also going to want to go ahead and do the pockets for the phone and the wallet. And I think I'll go ahead and do the keychain strap as well. Yeah, we'll take care of all that stuff. Oh, and I may have messed up on the... Yeah, I don't know. No, we should be good. All right, well, actually, we're not. We're almost at the end. Let's try and speed up here a little bit. It's pretty cool seeing it in vertical, I gotta say. Even though no one's watching. I don't know where Daniel and Viren are, but that's okay. I give that shoulder a rest. Actually, both. Whew. Man. Okay. We're back. Okay, we got the last hole here. Okay. All right. I'm gonna just make sure this is visible to both. We're gonna move this just like that. Okay. Got our nippers. We're gonna go ahead. So we're not gonna be tying a knot on this one. We're gonna be burning this one, or melting it rather. Okay. We got our lighter. You can just pick away any excess. And that'll also flatten out once I set it. Opa! So we're gonna move this now. Go ahead and move it back over to here so that I can set all the stitches. So actually, I think I can just twist you around. Okay, we're going to take trusty old mallet. Let me just move you so everyone can see. We are just going to set all of these stitches here. It's looking good. Go ahead and do it on the other side. All right, now we're going to go ahead and flip this guy over and do the end that we sewed at the beginning of the stream. So what we're doing is this is called setting the stitches. Now, you do this because when you flatten out the thread, it kind of fills out the entire hole, and it also visually looks really good. All right, I'm going to switch it back over to the chat camera, and we're going to finish this guy up. Hello. That was today's live. So, as a quick overview, if you're just tuning in at the end, we are making a leather briefcase. We did a lot of hand sewing today. We are doing this every weekday It's Monday through Friday. We're doing it from like we're doing it 10:30 a.m. CST, and we go as long as we need to. So thank you so much for watching. I apologize for kind of having to stop the stream and start it a few times, figuring out this whole thing. I'm going to try and do better tomorrow so that we can just have it like right there. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Tell me what you thought about the music and the audio levels and everything like that. Like, all of that feedback helps a lot. Instagram people, could you hear the music? You know, is there anything I could do to make it more engaging for you guys on Instagram? I understand on YouTube, you're kind of committing to watching a longer thing. Instagram is much more swipey. So you let me know what I can do to make it more enjoyable for you guys. That's why I'm doing this. Entertain you guys. Offer you guys some free value. All right. We are going to close this out. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. I will see you tomorrow.